I see a lot of the Tyson Fury fans and even some of the Deontay Wilder fans accusing Eddie Hearn of being bitter and jealous towards Tyson Fury. Is Eddie Hearn bitter towards Tyson Fury at this point? I would say yeah. Yeah, he is. But it's not like he wasn't provoked. Let's not pretend that Eddie Hearn is just bitter towards Tyson Fury because he's a sad SOB and he sees Tyson Fury's success and it makes him sick to his stomach for no other reason than it's competition for him and his charge AJ. No, that's not the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is that Tyson Fury has been deeply, deeply envious of Anthony Joshua for years. Tyson Fury has been insulting Eddie Hearn and trashing Anthony Joshua for years, week in, week out. Facts. When Tyson Fury was on his hiatus, when he was 100 pounds overweight, he was still on Twitter. What, have you all of a sudden forgot about those drunken tirades he would go on Twitter? Trashing AJ, trashing Hearn. I mean, it started even before the drunken tirades. It started in the wake of Tyson Fury being stripped of his belts. When Anthony Joshua fought Charles Martin, Tyson Fury picked Charles Martin to beat him. Tyson Fury bet money on Charles Martin winning the fight. Tyson Fury was desperate for Charles Martin to beat AJ. That's how envious he was of the man, even then. Envious of the adulation that AJ was getting from the British public, adulation which Tyson Fury himself craved. So Fury went on this campaign. He launched a campaign of hate and insults towards Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, which lasted for years. And during that whole time, AJ and Hearn barely responded. They didn't really insult Fury back. They let it slide for years. But finally, after taking years of insults from Tyson Fury, Eddie Hearn starts coming out with some backhanded compliments. So this is his version of retaliation. And all of a sudden he's bitter. Just because he's jealous. It's got nothing to do with the fact that Tyson Fury's been insulting him for 2.5, 3 years. Nothing to do with any of that. No, it's just because he's a sad old SOB. And he just hates seeing someone else successful in the heavyweight division. You see, people love turning a blind eye. The Fury fans and the Wilder fans, they love turning a blind eye to all Tyson Fury's indiscretions. They love turning a blind eye to Tyson Fury's blatant jealousy of AJ for many years. They love turning a blind eye to all that. But when Hearn finally retaliates, all of a sudden, Hearn is the devil. Hearn is the enemy. It's ridiculous. If you've got any ability to be objective at all, you will see that Eddie Hearn has actually shown the patience of a saint dealing with Tyson Fury's insults over the years. Yeah, he's shown the patience of a saint. Most other people would not have been so patient. Most other people would have retaliated long before. I think one of the final straws for Eddie Hearn was when Tyson Fury, and Eddie Hearn might have come out with some backhanded compliments prior to this, Excuse me, but one of the things which really was the final straw for Hearn was when Tyson Fury put up those screenshots of the emails of when Fury was negotiating with Hearn for a possible deal with him. And he put up the emails on Twitter. Hearn could have sued Tyson Fury for doing that. But guess what? Hearn is so bitter that he didn't even sue him. How about that? You try doing that with Tyson Fury's promoter, Frank Warren, and see how quickly you catch a lawsuit. But Eddie Hearn let it slide. Yeah, this man who's so bitter, so envious, so spiteful. He had the opportunity to sue Tyson Fury legitimately, but he didn't take it. So put things in context, people, yeah? Tyson Fury, very, very bitter and jealous towards AJ, has been for years. Been insulting Eddie Hearn for years. When Hearn finally replies, when AJ finally responds, all of a sudden you paint them out to be the villains? It's ridiculous. Okay? But be that as it may, as I said at the start of the video, is Eddie Hearn bitter towards Fury? Yes, he is. But at this point, with good reason. But the bitterness that Hearn has is manifesting in some wishful thinking. And the best example of the wishful thinking is where Hearn kept on saying that he doesn't believe the Wilder Fury fight is going to happen. From the very beginning, I felt like it probably would happen. But somehow Hearn kept coming out saying, I don't think this fight's going to happen. Wishful thinking. He didn't want it to happen. He'd grown bitter towards Tyson Fury because of all the insults, putting the emails out there, doing all kinds of extra stuff, which I'm sure Hearn felt was unnecessary. And now Hearn's retaliating and saying some stuff that is a bit silly itself. He keeps talking about Tyson Fury stinking the place out against Klitschko. He keeps saying that's the only way he can beat Wilder, by stinking the place out. He talks about Tyson Fury's boxing style in pejorative terms, in less than complimentary terms. He says he's very effective, but he's boring and he can only win a boring fight. And I think this Wilder fight is going to be terrible and boring. Wishful thinking. The last thing in the world that Eddie Hearn wants at this point is for Wilder Fury to turn out to be a good fight, a fight that captures the imagination of the public. Yeah, Hearn don't want that. Don't get it twisted. At this point, it has become personal now for Eddie Hearn. Yeah. He needs to be careful that he don't morph into Frank Warren. He's nowhere near there yet, but he might be getting there the way he's been acting lately. You got to rise above this stuff. You got to stay effervescent. You can't end up like Frank Warren. All bitter and twisted and no. You don't want to end up like that. But Fury has definitely managed to get under Eddie Hearn's skin with the years and years of insults and trashing him and trashing his fighter, AJ. He's definitely managed to get under Hearn's skin. And now Hearn is trying to retaliate. He's still not going all out. As I say, he could have sued Fury, but he didn't. And best believe, if anybody tried to do that to Frank Warren, they would see a lawsuit quicker than they believe possible. Understand who you're dealing with Frank Warren. He's not going to see the funny side to something like that at all. He will only see it as an opportunity to bring down a lawsuit. Anyway, and obviously I'm talking about exposing those private and confidential emails. Try exposing private and confidential emails from Frank Warren. See what happens to you. You're not going to see, he's not going to let it slide like Eddie Hearn did. All right. If you want to talk about who's bitter. So yeah, let's just put things in context. Is Eddie Hearn wishful thinking? Yes. Is he bitter? Yes. Is he hoping Wilder Fury flops? Yes. Is he hoping it's an awful fight? Yes. Is he hoping Fury loses? Yes. But it's not like he wasn't provoked. It's not like he hasn't been provoked for years. So put it in context, all right? Let me know how you feel in the comment section below, people. It's happening, I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.